With the cryptocurrency markets and majority of the other financial markets still experiencing a downtrend, we have been stuck in a state of consolidation in the cryptocurrency market for the past couple of months, dating back to June, and we are still in this consolidation even as things stand. So a decision will be made as to whether a breakout will be the case, or a continuation of this consolidation, or possibly a likelihood of a trend reversal. But here in this broadcast today, I'm going to be showing you what the market needs to do to either continue this consolidation or continue the downtrend, after which would signify a breakout to the downside from this 2 month consolidation, or the possibility of even a trend reversal. So join me today as I'll be showing you how this the likely scenario that are going to play out from that may likely play out from this current market analysis, from the current market situation. So it's your boy Pedro again. Thank you for joining me on this broadcast. So my last broadcast came on the 19th, and I talked about the reason for the sell-off, the potential reason for the sell-off from the cryptocurrency market on that particular day. And if you've followed my broadcast for a couple of if you've been following my broadcast for some time now, I talked about the likelihood of a sell-off from the cryptocurrency market, and strength from the US dollar. I talked about the fact that we had this on getting to this point on the bigger time frames. On the biggest time frames, we had from the monthly time frame a massive bearish engulfing. I talked about the fact that I was expecting, despite this being a bearish pin bar from a big time frame perspective, and the month closing on a Friday, the month, the week, and the day closing on a Friday, I talked about the likelihood of a fight back from the US dollar, which has been the case, and I talked about the likelihood of a retracement back to the top of this level, and a potential double top formation, which is currently the case as things stand. And I talked about the fact that until this is invalidated via at least a daily close above this level, and it being flipped back to support, the DXY is likely to suffer, and risk assets like the cryptos and other forex related pairs are likely to have some sort of a relief rally. And that has been the case so far as we speak. As you can see, we're currently having experiencing some sort of resistance. There's the struggle for the market to break through this point as it stands. But given the fact that the market has done this several times this year, the chances are we could still break out of this consolidation. But we should also keep in mind that the US dollar has been massively bullish for a very long time, and we're in a very state of an overbought position from big time frames as well. So we're likely, when exactly this is going to happen, when that reversal is going to happen, no one can say for sure. But this is a very good reversal pattern. This is a double top, potential double top, and if this happens to play out, and we're likely to see weakness and possibly a reversal from the US dollar, which would be good news for the likes of cryptos, stocks, and other risk assets as well, forex related pairs as well. So we're nearing the close of the month of August, which will happen tomorrow, and you can see that the market is trying as much as possible to break through, but so we're currently experiencing serious resistance. So the Bitcoin market, after the sell-off on Friday, Friday 19th, we were expecting the markets sold off, and we are headed back. We're headed down south again. So we are in the midst of all this. We should understand that yes, the downtrend is still intact. We're still in a consolidatory mode as we things stand, which has been the case for the past couple of months, like I said earlier on. But we are there is a potential for even a trend reversal or a relief rally from the likes of the cryptocurrencies and stocks as well. And here is why this may be the case. So Bitcoin and rest of cryptocurrency markets all have decisions to make, and that is because looking at the bigger time frames, like the weekly time frames, at the start of this consolidation back in June, we formed the latest swing low, which came at around 17,622 for Bitcoin, and we've been stuck in a period of consolidation, which is a potential retracement for the current impulse move from the cryptocurrency market, downtrend impulse move. So this is the entire consolidation that we have been stuck in the past 2 months is more or less a likely retracement for the continuation of this downtrend. So while that is the most likely scenario, given the fact that the underlying trend is still a downtrend, if there is any chance that the trend could be reversed, then it should be at this point again. On revisiting this very point, which we are close to, we had a massive bearish engulfing on the week where we had that week of the 19th, where we had that massive sell-off on the 19th. We closed that week on a massive bearish engulfing with increasing volume as well. We had the most volume traded in the Bitcoin market on the Binance chart, on the Binance platform ever. That week we closed that week on the most volume ever traded in a single week for Bitcoin. And you can see that in the following week, which was last week, we had a bearish week as well, and albeit slightly lower volume than the previous week, but massively volume as well. So you can see that the market is already beginning to lose some sort of momentum, because it needs to make a decision on getting to level, because it's a very critical point as things stand. It's a very critical point, and given the fact that we are at a horizontal level that is actually the last bull cycle high, coming at around 19.8 USD or USDT. We are seeing some sort of a struggle, a battle around that region. We've managed to close below that region on one occasion, and last week's close signified a second close below that region. Hence, we're seeing some sort of a struggle, because that is a very, very critical level as well. So if the bears are able to get past that level on at least, if they can flip that level back to resistance on at least a daily closing basis, then we're likely to see a revisit of 17.6, which is the most critical point in the market as things stand. It is going to be the most pivotal, decisive points in the market, because that is the point that would determine if the trend continues, or we're likely to see a reversal pattern. So if we'll see a break below that level, then we're going to be forming a new lower low. That means a continuation of the downtrend. If the reverse is the case, then we're likely to see a potential double bottom, which is a potential trend reversal pattern as things stand. So this is not very clear as from the Bitcoin chart, but if I'm going to be switching over to other alts rather, you're going to be seeing how clear this is beginning to show. The Bitcoin market is currently Bitcoin performance currently is at a low. It's at a very, very low point. The alts, especially the major alts, are currently outperforming Bitcoin as things stand. I'm going to be showing you that in a second as well. So you can see clearly here from the weekly time frame on the Ethereum chart, you can see clearly that from the weekly time frame, we're having what seems to be like a retracement of this current impulse run from the markets, and you can see that the volume we're currently experiencing. There's a sell-off. There's been sell-offs for the past 2 weeks, but they've come with decreasing volume. So if there's a loss of momentum from the BS as things stand, we're likely to see this may likely be just a retracement for this first impulse bullish run, and Ethereum will need to close above the current swing high coming at around 2030 to really solidify this bullish momentum, and that could signal a reversal for the market. Another likely scenario may be a head towards down south to the current swing low coming at around 881, and a decision is likely to be made at that point. If we form a double bottom, then that is a potential double trend reversal for the markets. Close below that level on at least a daily basis, and the ability to flip it into resistance would mean a continuation of the downtrend for the market. So like I said earlier on, I'm going to be showing you what the odds are doing to Bitcoin as things stand. So I'm going to be flipping straight up to BNB BTC, and as things stand, even as we speak, we're currently seeing an all-time high for the BNB BTC as things stand. So the Bitcoin is relatively weak compared to the alts. So that's hence the reason for the not so the current choppy states of the Bitcoin market. So things look clearer when you look at alts than the alts. The alts basically have cleaner charts than the Bitcoin chart as things stand. You can see we're currently having a serious bullish momentum on the alts against Bitcoin. Ethereum as well is having a good ride as things stand against the Bitcoin. I'm sure the other some other alts, major alts, are also having a good time because the Bitcoin currently very weak as things stand. So I'm going to be flipping also to the total market cap so you can have a look. So the total market cap will similar situation is happening. We have the swing low coming at 762 billion, and a head towards that level would form either a double bottom, a reversal pattern, or a break below that should signal a continuation of the downtrend as things stand. On the flip side, if this is to be a mere retracement for the markets, because the recent sell-off has come with decreasing volume, and if this should be the case, if that is to be the case, and we are able to make a new bullish impulse run, we're likely to see, and we see a close above the last swing high coming at 1.179. then we're seeing a continuation, we're seeing a reversal of this trend and a possible bullish run from the market. Else a potential double top as well, which is that means a continuation of the consolidation and likely downtrend continuation as well. So this has been the case for the market. The market needs to close above the current swing high coming at 1.179 to form a new swing high on at least a daily closing basis. Flipping it back to support means a formation of a new swing high, and that would mean a new higher high for the current impulse bullish run from the market, at least from a weekly time frame perspective, and that would also be the case for the market on daily time frame perspective as well. So if you flip to other markets, we're having something similar to that. We've had a run to this point for gold, for instance. We've had the swing low, the latest swing low, major swing low coming at around 1719, 1680 rather, and we are currently seeing, after a bullish run to the upside, we're likely seeing a retracement, a potential retracement. If that is to be the case, a potential retracement or a possible run back to 1680, which would form and which may be a potential double bottom formation at this point, because this point has proved in the past to be a region with massive with a ton of demand. You can see the market reacting from this level a couple of times in the past. I've made mention of this in my past broadcast, and that has proved to be the case once again this year. And a return to that level, and if a return to that level happens to a repeat of that pattern happens to be the case, when the market returns to that level, we're likely to see a potential double bottom formation, which is a reversal pattern from this downtrend that the market has been experiencing since March, looking at close to 6 months ago. If I flip to other markets, you're going to be seeing how that has been playing so far, and you can see also from the Euro USD market that we're seeing something very similar. We're seeing a potential double bottom as things stand. You can see that the market has revisited the last major swing low, and you can see a current struggle as things stand to break through that level to the downside. The market is currently experiencing that region is currently experiencing support, holding well as support on at least daily closing basis as things stand, and it has to make a decision at this point as to a breakthrough to continue the downtrend or a bounce from there to form a potential double bottom reversal pattern. So that is for Euro USD. I'm going to be flipping over to a couple of other charts just so you can take a look as well. The AUD USDs, for having a potential double inverse head and shoulders. This is the left shoulder, the head, and you can see the right shoulder as well. The same thing is playing out on the NZD USD as well, and you can see something very similar playing out on the NZD USD as well. We have the USD card, just USD card, potential head and shoulders as well from the USD card. So all this is down to how the DXY performs at this level. If this week's close is going to be very, very, very pivotal. We're currently seeing a rejection, resistance of this level. So, and we're currently seeing a bearish pressure of that level and resistance as well. So if we close this week's close is going to be very, very pivotal. If we're going to see a breakthrough or a rejection and a bearish close off that level, we may likely see weakness from the US dollar to the downside again, and that would mean That would mean the the reversal, the potential reversal for other assets, like I said before, is to be the likely scenario. Or a break above this level is going to mean weakness for the rest of the current financial market. So that is it from me today. I hope you got value from this, and if you did, please let me know in the comment section. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Always remember that this is for educational purpose and not to be treated as financial advice. Financial asset trading is a risky affair. Always endeavor to carry out your own research before entering the trade. Do have a lovely trading week ahead. Bye bye.